extremely well. I love the spacing. And when you have TJ Warren, we all know who can score the basketball. It takes a lot of pressure. But you see the movement right now. It's just not isolation basketball. Kyrie Irving coming off screens, which is tough. Kevin Durant, as you can see, love Nick Claxton playing on the baseline. Drives, they're going to draw two. You get it to somebody, and Ben Simmons, great feel and vision. He gets a dunk for Nicholas Claxton with the lob play. Then Kevin Durant comes off. He has Jared Allen. This is 7-footer versus 7-footer. I just have more skills. I knocked this one down. And then this is what I love, pick and roll. How do you help when those two guys in pick and roll? You can't trap it. You can't show hard. It gives an easy bucket for Kyrie Irving.
It is diabolical, and it spoiled a spectacular night by Darius Garland, who had 46 on just 20 shot attempts.
When you talk about his efficiency, you also have to say he played 39 minutes and only one turnover. So he wasn't reckless tonight. And he took chances, and he had the ball in his hands. And with Donovan Mitchell having such a tough shooting night, shout out to Ben Simmons for that, for his defense on Donovan Mitchell. You saw Garland take over. He has the change of speeds. He can go to the rim. He can shoot the mid-range shot, the three-point shot. He's just very tricky to guard because you really don't know where he's going. He can draw the fouls. He shot very well from the free throw line tonight also. So again, he was a handful for the Brooklyn Nets to guard because he was just so unpredictable with the ball. Is he going to go left, right, to the rim, bay back for the three-point shot, mid-range? He had it all working tonight.
Cavaliers wrap up a 6-game homestand, 4-2. They'll be in Indiana on Tuesday night. This Nets team just keeps climbing up the standings now. How good are they now that the parts are together the way that Sean Marks and everyone else envisioned?
I mean, very good, because they're answering the question that they can play small ball. I mean, they have size with Durant 7-foot and Nicholas Claxton 6'11", 7 feet, but they don't have a lot of girth. They don't have a lot of backup bigs. But what they're doing is they're switching. They're playing hard. And Kevin Durant is really, after Nick Claxton, anchoring that defense down there on the block and doing it without fouling and still able to score the basketball. So love what they're doing on the defensive end. I'm surprised that they're this good so far with not a lot of practices together.
Yeah, they were ridiculous offensively in the first half of this game. Their defense, though, Sean, which wasn't necessarily there last season or the beginning of this season, was real in this game in Cleveland.
And shout out to Jacques Vaughn, who in the bubble, he was the interim coach for this team. He coached it very well. He was passed over for Steve Nash, and now he's got the reins. He's got this team buying into defense, and you have to get your best players buying in first, and then everyone else will follow. Steve, as you know, Kevin Durant has played very well defensively this year. Kyrie Irving also is getting at it. And so it's been a collective effort. If you see the way the Nets have won games lately, it's with defense first. Well, Kevin Durant first, of course. But defense is following closely behind. And this is how they're going to have to climb the ladder in the Eastern Conference. They still have to catch Boston. They still have to catch Milwaukee. But they're heading in the right direction.
And if they have anything like what TJ Warren is capable coming off their bench, it's just another weapon for Brooklyn. All right, to the Big Easy. The Pacers wrapping up a 3-game trip against the New Orleans Pelicans. That means C.J. McCollum. Jose Alvarado, Najee Marshall knocks down the 3. Pelicans quickly out by 7. Marshall to Willie Hernan Gomez.
Okay.
And 1.
Okay.
That was a no-look, one knee.
You like that one.
Pelicans up by 19 at the half. It was an easy night for the Pels. McCollum to Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh yeah. The big man.
Okay. Around the back.
Look at JV with the varsity move. Valanciunas, 300th career double-double in this game. 20 points and 12 boards. The bench loves it. McCollum with the crossover. Dropped the defender and the shot. Pelicans cruising up by 25. Alvarado to Marshall. Takes on the buzzer.
They're having a good time.
New career high for him. He had 22. Off the miss, Valanciunas taps it to McCollum for 3 of his 19. Easy 20-point win for the home team. New Orleans out-rebounded Indy by 18. Also, plus 18 on second chance points, which added up to their fourth win of 20 or more this season. The Pelicans have now won 3 in a row after a 4-game losing streak, despite Zion Williamson sitting out his third straight because of conditioning. Pelicans have a lot to like out there, Sean. They're a very deep team, really good offensively, and Willie Green established their defensive mindset, I thought, last season.
Yeah, he did, and it spills over to this season. And you saw how they played without Brandon Ingram. Of course, he's been out. And then Zion. It's a deep team, and these guys have stepped up when the number's been called. And if you look at this team, and I know, they had those back-to-back wins against Phoenix, and then they took a step back when they lost back-to-back games to Utah. But I think they're a top 4 team in the West to stay. And when they get Brandon Ingram back, and now you have that 1-2 punch with Zion, I think this team is going to be a pretty good second-half team.
I mean, this is impressive. No Zion Williamson, no Brandon Ingram, no Herb Jones,
right?
No Trey Murphy III.
Yep.
This is a lot of guys missing, and it didn't look like they missed a beat as far as offense and defensively. This is a very deep team, and they can score in waves, and they're huge. I like what they're doing, and Willie Green has these guys playing with a lot of confidence.
And they're with the win, back within a half game of the Denver Nuggets for the top spot in the Western Conference. All right, stick with us. Much more coming up here on Game Time, presented by Kia. Paul George and the Clips had to put in a little extra work to put away the Pistons in Motown. You'll see it when we come back.
My hair started thinning in my early 20s. I'm genetically predisposed, so we created Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement. It's never too late to improve your hair health. Get started at Nutrafol.com/man.
Over 100 million Americans have low or no credit. Self is a new way to build credit, no credit score required. Self customers who make on-time payments see a 30-point bump in their credit score on average. Download the app today.
Uh-oh, you heard a screech outside at night, but you can't see what it is because there's not enough light. You need the Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell, the solar-powered motion-activated multi-directional floodlight that showers a super span of light right where you need it. Simply stake it in the yard or mount it anywhere around your home. The onboard solar panel absorbs the sun all day to energize a flood of light at night. No wires or installation frustration. Watch. The instant motion is detected. The Bionic Floodlight triggers 108 high-intensity LED bulbs on 3 separate panels. That instantly blasts an area of over 1,000 square feet with bright, penetrating light, then automatically shuts off after the motion stops. Each panel is fully adjustable to direct the right light to the right spot. The Bionic Floodlight is the versatile wireless, safety, security, and outdoor lifestyle light you'll love. And it's from Bell & Howell, the brand name your family has trusted for over 100 years. No more arriving to a dark driveway or house at night. Place them in the ground to illuminate walkways and entryways. Add an evening accent light to your garden or mount it to keep unwanted critters away. Adjust the panels to light your deck and your food on the grill at the same time. Add light by the hot tub or pool without dangerous electrical wires. Host the nighttime neighborhood hoops games and enjoy the great outdoors at night, right out your back door or in the backyard. Move it anywhere for any reason and in any weather in any season. Best of all, it's backed by our exclusive Bell & Howell Bionic 10-year satisfaction guarantee. Get the Bionic Floodlight, and right now, it's yours for just $29.99, and the shipping is free. Order now, and we'll send a second Bionic Floodlight. Just pay a separate fee, and the shipping is free. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-681-5443 or go to bionicfloodlight.com. So call 1-800-681-5443. That's 1-800-681-5443 or order online at bionicfloodlight.com.
The Knicks have been playing great basketball as of late. Now they head to the Lone Star State to take on Dallas's shining star, Luka Doncic. Knicks Mavericks tonight at 8:30 p.m. on NBA TV. You're watching Game Time, brought to you by the Kia Telluride X Pro. Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA.
Second leg of a 5-game voyage for the Clippers in Detroit. Kawhi Leonard resting. Paul George doing the hard work. Clippers led by 5 at the half. Third quarter, it's PG.
Nice play. Put on the brakes.
Yes, he did.
Bogdanovich kept going.
Alec Burks uses that screen to knock down the three.
He is
Third
solid.
quarter winding down. Hamidou Diallo winding up. 28-8 run to end the third, and the Pistons led it by 5. Bogdanovich, still a Piston.
Having a good year.
What a pickup.
I'm just going to keep saying that until he's no longer a Piston.
Uh,
It's just an assumption. We'll see.
He might
I
not
don't
want
know.
to go anywhere.
You never know. Jalen Duren on the business end of the lob. He had 15 points, 12 boards. Pistons up 11. Here comes the bench, making things happen. It's Amir Coffey, and then it's Terrence Mann.
Ooh, that's nice. Love that play to knock that one down, and Pistons had a chance.
That was Mann's first bucket of the night. Bogdanovich can't connect. He had 23, but the game goes to overtime, tied at 128.
DG take over.
Paul George, look at him sneak in there.
Oh,
Killian Hayes had no idea. He was lying in
got
wait.
him with the Alvarado.
That's exactly what he did. George had 32 points, 11 assists. Clippers have now won 6 of 8. They'll head to Toronto in the second half of the back-to-back on Tuesday. Detroit has lost 6 in a row and 9 of their last 10. Timberwolves had won 8 of their last 9 meetings with Miami as the two teams tipped in South Florida. The Heat, again, without Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Anthony Edwards available and knocking down the three. Duncan Robinson,
He had a good night.
that's what he does.
They need him to knock down shots.
Quickest in NBA history to reach 800 career three-pointers. Here's
okay.
Edwards.
Okay.
Oh, making that look easy. I like those uniforms.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
Max Strus spots up in the corner, takes on the buzzer, and beats it. We're tied at 56 at the half. You do? Naz Reid.
Sean doesn't like it.
He had 21 points and 11 boards. To be fair, he didn't say he
I
didn't
didn't
like
say
him.
anything. See,
Okay.
You can't say something nice. My mom told me. Kyle Lowry, 3 of his 18. Miami up by 8.
That's a tough shot. Oh, yeah.
Tyler Hero. He had 14. Pete's lead is 6. Getting late. Edwards. Floater.
Ooh,
There's
that's
contact.
called a charge or a block.
He gets the and one. And Edwards had 29. It's a 3-point game. Chance to tie, but Timberwolves can't get a shot off.
must be the uniforms.
There it is. There it is. Miami hangs
Yeah.
on. Thanks to 22 Timberwolves turnovers, Miami got up 23 more shots than Minnesota. That is a huge gap. The Heat end a 2-game losing streak. Minnesota falls to 6-7 since Karl Anthony Towns' calf injury. Rockets dragging a 5-game losing streak into Chicago, where the Bulls had won 3 in a row. DeMar DeRozan, mid-range maestro.
So good.
There's again.
Crafty. 31 points, 10 assists.
God, okay.
The Rockets just keep coming at you offensively. Jalen Green with 24. Zach LaVine, just before the half, leans into it. He was really looking for a foul. He got 3 instead. He had 22. Chicago led it by 1 at the half. Third quarter, Rockets go on a 39 run. That's Alperen Şengün throwing it down. He had 25. Rockets get the swipe. Jalen Green up top. Kevin Porter Jr.
That backcourt, they have fun. They both are athletic and create shots for themselves.
And Porter Jr. was in for a night. Step back 3. The crossover, season high 36 for Porter. Houston gets the win 133 to 118. They shot nearly 56%. Jazz and the Spurs. Keldon Johnson there. Hit 11 in the first quarter. Lauri Markkanen.
What a season.
The scoring is real.
You like those uniforms, John?
Let's move on to the next highlight.
Better or worse than the Timberwolves uniforms, in your opinion?
The highlighters.
Just silence from Sean now. Markkanen with 14 points in the half, 32, 12 boards for the game.
Devin Vassell has gotten so good. Look at that handle. Tricky move.
Vassell had 24. They shot 55%, had 74 in the paint. Jazz aren't backing down here. Clarkson, Another, he had 25. Spurs lead down to 5. Trey Jones would finish things off. He had 11. Spurs get the win at home. On the way, Smitty's top plays from under the rim.
You want the NBA covered from every angle?
With over 100 live games.
And Hall of Fame analysis. Yeah, I won championships, but you built a dynasty. This is where culture meets crunch time.
Embiid turns, fires for the win.
No gimmick. 100%. This is what we live for. Come get it all on NBA TV.
At HomeLight, we asked, could real estate be better? Yes. We've combined knowledgeable humans with innovative tech to build modern solutions that are fast, simple, and free. Start today at homelight.com.
My parents got an Aquasonic. It filters bad stuff out of the water, makes it taste great, so they told me to drink more water. They also said stop using so many cups.
Now up to 50% off at aquasana.com.
If you're over 50, imagine you could turn back the clock on your stiff, achy joints 10, even 20 years. Imagine you could do this without products that just temporarily hide the symptoms and may have side effects. Imagine no more. Get your complimentary sample of Instaflex Advanced just by texting STIFF to 231231. Instaflex Advanced is different because it targets the root cause of joint soreness and stiffness. It doesn't just cover up symptoms. Instead, it bathes your joints in its unique combination of 5 key natural ingredients found in no other product. Key ingredients backed by 5 clinical studies. Instaflex Advanced is so powerful, you could have better knees in just 1 week. Maybe that's why it's #1 at GNC. But you can only get your complimentary sample by texting STIFF to 231231. Plus, text now and we'll include a tube of Instaflex pain cream with its exclusive oxygenated oil for fast-acting relief from the pain of arthritis, backaches, and sore muscles, absolutely free. Text STIFF to 231231.
Back on Game Time presented by Kia. And, you know, Christmas Day is all about what's under the tree.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the week begins. But it won't end before we go and find out what's under the rim.
Under the Rim Holiday Edition.
The Holiday Edition.
Yeah, I love the graphics. Matt Gaines does an excellent job.
He still works here.
Still works for me.
Okay.
Him and Torrance, they do an unbelievable job. Here we go. See my little decoration. See my tree back.
Holiday card,
A
right?
little snow.
I didn't get one.
I know. I didn't get your address yet. I got to give you one. Number 5, THT. That is definitely under the rim.
Did he hurt himself on that one?
Oh, he just went down in a little yoga.
Okay.
Little yoga.
That's bonus points for not pulling anything.
And he hit it. I got to give you 3 points for that one. Number 4, Luka. He's just having fun.
Always.
Always. Just play with him. Through the legs. But watch the defender. I mean, you can't open up your arms and then let him go.
Top looking.
I mean, this is no defense.
It makes him look foolish.
He did sort of wave Matador-like at the end.
Number 3, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This is just a setup for play to come. Spins off in the post.
Okay.
Lays it up. Not a dunk. There's a hard layup. One more time. I like this young fella. All-star.
Should be.
Hope so.
But this is just foreshadowing, you're saying.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Now watch for the game. Now the defender thinks he's going to the baseline. I'll stop.
Oh, that's why you did that, Smitty, huh?
There you go, Sean Powell.
Okay. I see what you did
People
there.
forget he's a 6'6" point guard.
Yep.
He's huge. What a year for him. Number 2. Well, you know, in the paint, you don't see this much.
No.
A 360 from Josh Okogie. Atlanta native, Young fella.
Two shot fakes and a 360.
It is. Pump, dribble.
Oh.
Not bad.
A lot going on there.
And number one, Kyrie, the bus driver, in Toronto, for the bus had to get across international water. He's going a little quick.
So a different schedule there.
A different schedule.
Yeah.
There's Kyrie. Stop on the dime. Get back. Ooh, Fred VanVleet couldn't catch his rhythm. That's Kyrie. That's his first game winner, if I'm correct.
Yep. First buzzer-beating game.
Buzzer-beating game
Yeah.
winner. He's had a lot of big shots.
A lot of.
That's number one. Then we have bonus.
Okay.
Bonus under the rim
Asher.
plays.
Yes. Torrance, little one, the new CEO of Under the Rim.
Don't dump that thing.
It wasn't a dunk. It was kind of like a Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I love it.
Have a finger roll.
And then here's one. My son, Matt Sean, coming off the screen. The urban lay that one.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice move, Davis. We beat Brown. There we go.
Yes, you did.
You gotta love
It's
it.
kind of a family tree edition of Under the Rim.
I like that.
You like that one?
Nice finish.
And
Nice
you, and
finish
your
for
kids
Christmas.
got any under rim, just send them in. We're gonna put them
Send you put them on. You at home do the same thing.
in. Same thing. Just send them in. Spin all the kids. We're gonna change it.
They'll all go on TV.
Everybody.
Why not? Everybody, guaranteed. Just address them to Smitty. Hey, lots of games this week. Wednesday night, it's a doubleheader right here. Lakers and Heat from South Florida. LeBron's return to Miami. And then Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets in Sacramento. It all starts at 7 Eastern.
Before the ball is tipped or a shot is even taken, before the crowd explodes or history is made. If you're going to bet, have a game plan. Bet legally, set limits, and keep it fun. And if gambling becomes a problem, visit responsibleplay.org to find help.
My hair started to thin, and I took a pharmaceutical drug that caused severe side effects such as sexual dysfunction. Nutrafol is a drug-free, natural supplement that gave me my hair, my health, and my confidence back. Get started at Nutrafol.com/man.
Instacart shoppers know your order is more than just items. Fresh ingredients equals dinner time delights. Pesky replacements mean more playtime. Attention to detail leads to mealtime memories. Instacart shoppers make it happen so you get more time to savor life.
So far, I've raised my credit score 39 points.
127 points.
Over 100 points using Self.
I would recommend Self to everyone.
It feels really good. You should try it.
The first time you connected your website and your store was also the first time you realized
We can do anything.
Cheesecake cookies?
The Chookie.
manage all your sales from one place with a partner that always puts you first. GoDaddy, tools and support for every small business first.
Nice. What? With the Game Time app, I pay 60% less than this guy. 60%? Game Time finds you the best last minute deals and guarantees the lowest price. Download Game Time now. Nice shirt.
In America, 1 in 7 kids lives with hunger. What? America? Like amber waves of grain America? Let's fix this. It's time to turn up to end childhood hunger in America. Warner Brothers Discovery and No Kid Hungry and you. For every $1 you donate, we can provide up to 10 meals. That's bananas. We've got the recipe to end hunger. Visit turnup.org to take action.
Hornets' 5th game on a 6-game trek was in Portland, where they met up with Damian Lillard, the new all-time leading scorer for the Trailblazers. Didn't have his best night. Mason Plumlee, no. LaMelo Ball tips it in. He had 27 on the night. Lillard drives down the lane, makes the layup, but that was his only bucket of the first half. It came with 32 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Third quarter, this is more like it. Lillard for 3, finished 5 of 18 on the night. Grant to Yusuf Nurkic. Now, here was a developing story. Nurkic began the night with 53 career threes in 9+ seasons in the NBA. and then proceeded to hit his first 5.
Not his forte, huh?
Not normal. He's actually shooting a pretty good percentage. You just don't expect it.
Blazers
pull away here offensively. There's Nurkic, 5 of 7 from the great Biondi at 28 points and 15 rebounds, and the Blazers get the win, shot 50%, even with Dame struggle.
You see that smile by Nurkic?
Yeah.
He's so happy. He's 5 for 5, then he blew it. He went 5 for 7.
It happens.
That's all right.
It happens.
Good job, Nurk.
He's got a good percentage, though.
You should put him in a 3-point shooting contest. That would be, if he won it, it'd be outrageous. Like, I don't know, Anthony Simons winning the dunk contest. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait,
happened?
That happened. Why not? Hey, you know what? It's 2022. Anybody can take them.
Yes.
Anybody can be in the contest. Why not? Thanks for being there, everybody. For Sean and Smitty, I'm Matt. See you soon. Happy holidays.
Yeah, they all better level up. Whole squad better level up. Cause it's time that we level up. Yeah, we all need to level up. Wanna make sure my money get level up. So I think it's time that I run it up. If anybody think I did enough, tell them keep watching cause I'm about to level up.
Hey everybody, it's Game Time presented by Kia. Matt Weiner, Steve Smith, Sean Powell right there. Happy holidays to all of you from all of us here in Atlanta. It is no holiday facing the Nets these days. A day after the Christmas quintuple header played without them, the league's hottest team headed to Cleveland on Monday night, the night after Christmas. The Nets starting a stretch of 6 road stops in 7 games with the Cavs. Darius Garland would have an evening. So would TJ Warren. Remember, he's missed basically 2 years. Just getting his legs under him. Best game so far this season as a Net. Garland up the floor, and he had the feeling.
Yes, he did. He came out, and he was on a mission, scoring at all levels. Threes, buckets, mid-range. What a night he had.
That pulled the Cavs within 1 in the second quarter, and then the Nets launch an 18-4 run to close the half.
And launched by KD, who's off to a good start in December, shooting 60% from the field. Great.
So Brooklyn up by 15 at the break, third quarter. Donovan Mitchell, just 3 of 10 in the first half, but came out and hit 2 quick threes to kind of change the complexion of the game. He finished with 15. Royce O'Neal to KD.
Wow, that's a tough shot.
3 of his 32. And then Kyrie from right there.
Between the two of them, they were 12 for 20. Kyrie and KD from the three-point line.
Garland.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Look at that little hesitation high off the glass. Beautiful stuff.
Oh, he's not done. He's not done.
Floater is good. He had 46, second most of his NBA career. Durant fouled out late. Things got a little uncomfortable as Cleveland got close, but Kyrie, big shot, 15 in the fourth of his 32. The Nets are now 7-3 when he scores 30 or more. I mentioned Warren. He had 23 off the bench. That's the most he's scored in exactly 2 years' time. So the Nets have now won 9 in a row, 13 of their last 14. This was the 5th time both KD and Kyrie have scored 30 in the same game. That ties Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown for the most in the league by a duo this season. And afterward, KD talked streaking.
What we did was simplify both ends of the basketball, shored up our roles individually. Coach shored up our roles, is pretty much letting us know each day what he needs from us. And I think that's been the focus, so it's not like, man, finally we got the noise out of our locker room and now we can play. I just think we always been locked in on basketball and trying to help get this thing back on track. You want to just show up every day, but at some point you got to celebrate some small wins, just like a win tonight. It's cool to celebrate that with your team. So in my career, to be able to, pass an all-time great legend, like somebody who shifted and changed the game is it's something that I'll call my folks about tonight and talk over and just reminisce on the time, how we got here, So it's pretty cool to do stuff like that. And I want to celebrate those small things, but, keep pressing forward. I know I got more to do.
That was Durant talking about passing Tim Duncan and moving into 15th on the career scoring list. He also made 5 threes in this game to move past Kobe Bryant in the 21st all-time in that category. Pretty impressive names that KD is surpassing in his NBA career. and he is part of the best offense in the NBA since mid-November.
Yeah, and the reason why right now they have some guys that's knocking down shots. You know you're going to load up to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, but right now they have T.J. Warren playing extremely well. Royce O'Neal is shooting the ball from three extremely well. I love the spacing. And when you have T.J. Warren, we all know who can score the basketball. It takes a lot of pressure. But you see the movement right now. It's just not isolation basketball. Kyrie Irving coming off screens, which is tough. Kevin Durant, as you can see, love Nick Claxton playing on the baseline drive. They're going to draw two. You get it to somebody, and Ben Simmons, great feel and vision. He gets a dunk for Nicholas Claxton with the lob play. Then Kevin Durant comes off. He has Jared Allen. This is 7-footer versus 7-footer. I just have more skills. I knocked this one down. And then this is what I love, pick and roll. How do you help when those two guys in pick and roll? You can't trap it. You can't show hard. And it gives an easy bucket for Kyrie Irving.
It is diabolical, and it spoiled a spectacular night by Darius Garland, who had 46 on just 20 shot attempts.
When you talk about his efficiency, you also have to say he played 39 minutes and only one turnover. So he wasn't reckless tonight. And he took chances, and he had the ball in his hands. And with Donovan Mitchell having such a tough shooting night, shout out to Ben Simmons for that, for his defense on Donovan Mitchell. You saw Garland take over. He has the change of speeds. He can go to the rim. He can shoot the mid-range shot, the three-point shot. He's just very tricky to guard because you really don't know where he's going. He can draw the fouls. He shot very well from the free throw line tonight also. So again, he was a handful for the Brooklyn Nets to guard because he was just so unpredictable with the ball. Is he going to go left, right, to the rim, bay back for the three-point shot, mid-range? He had it all working tonight.
Cavaliers wrap up a 6-game homestand, 4-2. They'll be in Indiana on Tuesday night. This Nets team just keeps climbing up the standings now. How good are they now that the parts are together the way that Sean Marks and everyone else envisioned?
I mean, very good, because they're answering the question that they can play small ball. I mean, they have size with Durant 7 foot and Nicholas Claxton 6'11", 7 feet, but they don't have a lot of girth. They don't have a lot of backup bigs. But what they're doing is they're switching, they're playing hard, and Kevin Durant is really, after Nick Claxton, anchoring that defense down there on the block and doing it without fouling and still able to score the basketball. So love what they're doing on the defensive end. I'm surprised that they're this good so far with not a lot of practices together.
Yeah, they were ridiculous offensively in the first half of this game. Their defense, though, Sean, which wasn't necessarily there last season or the beginning of this season, was real in this game in Cleveland.
And shout out to Jock Vaughn, who in the bubble, he was the interim coach for this team. He coached it very well. He was passed over for Steve Nash, and now he's got the reins. He's got this team buying into defense, and you have to get your best players buying in first, and then everyone else will follow. Steve, as you know, Kevin Durant has played very well defensively this year. You know, Kyrie Irving also is getting at it. And so it's been a collective effort. If you see the way the Nets have won games lately, it's with defense first. Well, Kevin Durant first, of course. But defense is following closely behind. And this is how they're going to have to climb the ladder in the Eastern Conference. They still have to catch Boston. They still have to catch Milwaukee. But they're heading in the right direction.
And if they have anything like what T.J. Warren is capable coming off their bench, it's just another weapon for Brooklyn. All right, to the Big Easy. The Pacers wrapping up a 3-game trip against the New Orleans Pelicans. That means C.J. McCollum. Jose Alvarado, Najee Marshall knocks down the 3. Pelicans quickly out by 7. Marshall to Willie Hernan Gomez.
Okay.
And 1.
Okay.
That was a no-look, one knee.
You like that one.
Pelicans up by 19 at the half. It was an easy night for the Pels. McCollum to Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh yeah. The big man.
Okay. Around the back.
Look at JV with the varsity move. Valanciunas, 300th career double-double in this game. 20 points and 12 boards. The bench loves
Association back in '76, and KD and Kyrie have led the offense, of course. Together, they're averaging over 60 points per game during the team's win streak while shooting 56% from the floor and 44% from distance. It's just not fair.
For LA, nothing has been easy this season, but here they are tonight with a chance, with a win. They stamped their ticket for the postseason. Foles throw to the sideline, and the catch is made. It's a pick. First down and goal. Touchdown, Eckler. Here's a pick. Intercepted by the Chargers and Samuel. Chargers hurry it up. And off, and now he gets it here. Eckler, touchdown.
Because that personifies the 2022 Vikings.
A bunch of self-inflicted wounds, from the blocked field goal, fumble down in the red zone. I think we had a pick six somewhere. For the most part, they didn't do anything to beat us. And quite frankly, we spotted those guys 33 points. I'm not a real big talker during halftime. If I feel like something needs to be said, I'll speak on that. And I saw Kirk walking. I know that may sound like a very, very tall task, but